Werder Bremen faced the huge task of replacing Miroslav Klose, their top striker who left for rivals Bayern Munich. In the Davis Cup, Germany went into Saturday's play, leading the Russians 2-1 in the semis. In the Bundesliga, Duisburg claimed a valuable win at Cottbus on Friday in a bottom-of-the-table battle. Well, Kimi Räikkönen, of course, took his chance and grabbed the 10 points. Let's take a quick look at what that's done to the standings. Once you get to the supermarket, it's you that pushes round the trolley. So presumably, you decide what goes in it. Now, that's partly true, but it's not without some help. In the other big football game in Europe today, Chelsea and Manchester United met in the newly opened Wembley Stadium for the FA Cup final. It was a tense tactical match, with the score still 0-0 after normal time. And at the ATP Masters in Hamburg, Rafael Nadal came from a set down to win an almighty scrap with Leighton Hewitt. Nadal will now face Switzerland's Roger Federer in the final. Well, yesterday, Germany claimed their place in the semis of the Women's Soccer World Cup in China. And as of today, they now know who they'll face in that match. Norway beat tournament host China 1-0 to make their way through to the next round. Russian cyclist Denis Menchov has won the Tour of Spain for the second time in his career. Menchov laid the foundation for his victory in the mountain stages and was able to hold off challenges from second-place Carlos Sastre from Spain and another Spaniard, Samuel Sanchez, who finished third. Australian Casey Stoner has clinched a sensational first MotoGP world title. The Ducati rider finished ahead of his nearest rival, Valentino Rossi, to capture the championship, with 3 races still remaining. So they'll be out for revenge, and I hope they get it. That means all eyes will be on Paris later today when defending champions England take on the hot favourite South Africa. The French capital is awash with white shirts. Tens of thousands of England fans pour into Paris ahead of the final. In Formula One, all bodes well for McLaren ahead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton clocked the fastest time in Friday's practice session, although the team was fined for a minor violation of tyre rules. Sunday's race is the last of the season and will decide the Drivers' Championship. Hamilton remains the favourite. The British rookie tops the standings, but only 7 points separate Hamilton. Yesterday there was some interesting stuff going on. Karlsruhe continued its unexpected run in the Bundesliga. The newly promoted team travelled to Schalke to take on last season's runners-up and notched up their 4th away win in 5 matches. A surprise win too for Hanover. They took 3 points off defending champion Stuttgart. Coach Armin Fee says the team is in crisis after slumping to their 3rd defeat in the space of a week. Hello and welcome to Top Magazine, your weekly fix of science and culture on DWTV. Coming up on today's programme, why your weekly food shop costs more than you expect, how much music affects the mind, and Vivienne Westwood intrigues and astounds at the Paris Fashion Week. Others are obliged to do so by well-meaning parents. Either way, the hours of practice can be torturous for family members and neighbours alike. But here's why your child's pleas for trumpet lessons should be music to your ears. Bueno, 5-2 realmente no refleja lo ajustado que fue este final. En realidad hubo muy pocas diferencias entre los dos equipos. Incluso hoy no podíamos decir en ningún momento quién iba a ganar.